the mission is not canceled. I think one of the things that can be hardest about our seasons of suffering is to feel like our God-given mission has been postponed at best and canceled at worst. I can't tell you how many times in my own seasons of suffering, even unintentionally, I've looked at these times as a time where my entire mission and purpose gets put on hold. And I think, okay, well, once this is over, everything will resume. Yet I think what we see all throughout Scripture is that God's mission continues not only in spite of our suffering, but often through our suffering. And we have an incredible example today from Paul of this exact theme. So I'm going to read to you Philippians 1, verses 12 through 14. Here's how it reads. Now I want you to know, brothers and sisters, that what has happened to me has actually served to advance the gospel. As a result, it has become clear throughout the whole palace guard and to everyone else that I am in chains for Christ. And because of my chains, most of the brothers and sisters have become confident in the Lord and dare all the more to proclaim the gospel without fear. So here's Paul, right, in prison, and yet his suffering, unjust even, is actually within God's plan serving to advance the gospel. It's serving to increase boldness in others. So in other words, he's chained, but the gospel is going out. He's hindered, but the gospel is now helping. Right? Isn't this so true for us? It's as if sometimes we think that if everything doesn't go perfect in life, that somehow the mission is canceled. But it couldn't be any further from the truth. I've often had people ask me, how was it, earlier in life when you were in really some tough situations? Like, how did you get through that? What kind of hope? How did you hold on to hope? And the answer that I really keep returning to is this, that God gave me a mission where every day there was purpose. There was a mission. Mission is not dictated by your circumstances. Mission is dictated by God. And I think one of the things that's probably been hardest for, I know, a lot of people in intensified suffering during this season of sheltering in place is to feel like, well, I guess my mission, my purpose is put on hold. And I don't think that's the case. That is not how God works, right? Jesus, right before he left this earth, he gave the Great Commission, right? To go and to make disciples, right? It was this ultimate mission. But that mission he gave, it didn't get hindered, it didn't stop through suffering. It has advanced through suffering. And so how reassuring it is for us to know in the midst of our suffering that God still advances his mission through us. And so I want to leave you with this question to ponder. Have you viewed your seasons of suffering as your mission being postponed? Or have you viewed your seasons of suffering as God's mission continuing through you?